Riverline dispatcher answering over.
Riverline North Shore 3, heading down to Nori here, one thoroughfare, like to head to the North Shore interchange with cars, and we'll be out with cars for two thoroughfare, then two engines up one thoroughfare.
Alright, great timing, here we go.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you, that's out.
North Shore 3, everything looks good. North Shore 3, slow approach, CP Nori, south off one thoroughfare up.
It's a beautiful day on Tuesday, March 24th, 2026, and we're currently set up on Norfolk Southern's Buffalo line at the south end of Northumberland Yard. North Shore 3 is making their way south on one thoroughfare as they approach CP Nori. They'll shove back onto the Buffalo line main before heading to the North Shore interchange.
Taking you right up to 4th Street, Glenn? Yes, sir. All right, Victor. 25 more, North Shore 3.
Down on this side of the North Shore Railroad system, you're most likely used to seeing switchers, but on this day a pair of GP38-2s were being used, 2015 and 2017, which can normally be seen on the Nittany and Bald Eagle and the Lycoming Valley Railroad. The track they'll be heading onto diverges off to the left and follows the Susquehanna River to the north. This trackage is actually former Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western Territory, with the former DL&W sheds being seen on the right side, which were refurbished by the North Shore.
think Mike's going to take your picture when you go by.
After working the interchange, North Shore 3 heads back south towards the Buffalo line, where they'll drop cars for Norfolk Southern on 2 thoroughfare. We then made our way into Sunbury at Control Point SF on the Buffalo line. This is where North Shore's Shamokin Valley line splits off and heads east towards Shamokin and Mount Carmel, and eventually an interchange with the Reading and Northern. North Shore 2 made quick work as they returned on this beautiful sunny afternoon, making their way back into Sunbury and onto the Buffalo line for Northumberland. Switcher number 2238 was leading, and has been painted into the 250th anniversary scheme for the United States, with decorations all around the locomotive.
Riverline Dispatcher 54N. I just stopped here at Case and dropped off the road foreman. Can I have, I think the red fence went up because I'm right at the signal, so I don't know if I need permission past Case now.
You have permission to proceed north from where you stand, over.
Can we get, because I got the red fence up, so I'm thinking that we need permission past the stop signal.
Showing through the interlocking, but what's your lead unit, over?
4798.
I'm 54N on the NS 4798. You have permission to pass stop signal at CP gate Case. Main one, all I need the main one, all I need is north and RT duration, over.
54N NS 4798, permission by the stop signal. CP case, main 10E to main 10E, north direction.
Catch up.
This is a train that I've yet to catch on the Buffalo line, and I've finally caught it in daylight after all the times that it's been a night run. This is Unit Corn Train 54M, which comes out of the feed mills in the Midwest, and is on its way up to the Country View feed mill on the Union County Industrial Railroad in New Columbia, Pennsylvania. It'll go the same route that North Shore 1 takes, where it'll head onto the Union County Industrial and cross over into West Milton and head north up to the Country View feed mill. An AC-44C6M and a GEVO are doing the honors as the train creeps slowly up to CP Molly, where they'll await the southbound H57, which is coming south from Lock Haven. And speaking of H57, they soon made their way south through Monadon, as I made it there in the nick of time as they headed south with their SD60E Duo bound for Northumberland. With H57 all clear of CP Molly on the siding, 54N came north up the main as they headed through Monadon bound for the Union County Industrial. We're now at the Route 642 grade crossing in West Milton, as 54N is crossing over the west branch of the Susquehanna River and onto the Union County Industrial, on its final stretch toward the Country View feed mill.
I've got to see this once.
Yeah, it's my first time seeing it over here on the Union County, just because it's always been night runs.
Right.
So, yeah.
I was able to catch the Heritage unit when they brought it up through, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they had 8114 was the one on it, I'm pretty sure.
When they ran the Reading unit up?
That was the first one they had when it was
Yeah.
just riding light, yeah.
It's gonna be a long train.
Yeah.
As soon as 54M was clear of the Union County switch in Milton, I heard that H45 was going to get signal indication to head north for Williamsport, and sure enough they did, as GP38-2 number 5348 and 5179 lead a 40-car H45 as they head north for Williamsport. After seeing H45, I thought my day was done, until I heard H57 getting signal indication at Molly off the siding after doing some work at the 30 switch. They soon grabbed their train and were on the move heading under the highway bridge as they followed the west branch of the Susquehanna River north towards Lock Haven.